Hey, I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know where it's going, but I had to put it on tape anyway, wherever it lands. I just watched a documentary that I probably should have watched when it came out several years back. Um, it was very strange to watch. Um, it's very close to me, that documentary in its own way, in many ways. And I watched it, and I've never felt so invisible in my whole life. Never. I felt a lot of things, but I watched this documentary and then I watched, and what I didn't see and didn't hear and didn't feel is what was most remarkable about it. Um, and I walked away feeling so invisible. And then I looked back on so many years. And then I listened to the documentary again, and everything that had been said about making connections and love and forgiveness and family and life and what it does to you and the traumas and the joys and the pain. And I'm watching it like I'm an usherette. Like I I'm someone that tore your tickets and shows you your seats, and then I just sort of faded into my own trauma and I disappeared somehow. And now I see this documentary with all of this talk. I don't know. I don't know how to even believe it. I really don't know how to believe what's being said there because I'm not I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I don't know where, I don't know what I haven't wrapped my mind around. I thought I understood us. I really did. Or I thought I was starting to. But then I watched that, and, the fact that so much had happened that was so similar, so many things dovetailed with my life also. And I had to sit and watch it on my phone, like another documentary I should have seen that I've never been able to see, much as I have asked to see it. And there's no way to see that one. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have seen it, but it was there. It was a translation, translated. It had subtitles, but it was in English, and I had, of course, known about it and heard about it, and there it was, and I started watching it, and I just slipped away. Like, the more I watched it, the more I vaporized. And then I thought, well, why am I still the usherette? What did I what's in that documentary doesn't jive with the life that I'm talking about. Our lives, my life. I just really kind of, I guess, see it now for what it is. I just can't reconcile all of that talk about love and connection and the importance of all this stuff that, it's very heartfelt, I'm sure. But is it selective? Are those things selective? Like Do they apply to some and not to others? Does it have to do with years? Proximity? I don't know. I had plenty of time there alongside. And then life exploded. And then I thought everybody understood what happened to everybody. And then I'm an usherette. I watched this documentary and I'm like, it's not that it didn't resonate. It just, I feel it. I see it. I recognize it. The people, the feelings, the places. But I just, why do I feel like an usherette in my own life? I have a beautiful nephew named Daniel, who I love very much. He was my brother's son. My brother that I never knew, that could have been there for me at 6 or 7 when I was, something bad happened. He could have been there when I was 15, when I was hell on wheels, literally. He could have been there, my brother. He could have been there when my love of my life, my partner at 20, died in my arms. And then his brother, who was also my love. My brother would have been in his mid to late 20s. And when I got married, my brother would have been in his later 20s. And then when I got married, he would have been in his 30s. And when my son was born, he would have been 43. And he died. He searched for me, and he searched for my dad. Apparently almost got through to somebody. But, so he's gone. We lived for years and years and years, so close. And we had no idea. But I have Daniel. And Daniel is my dad now to me in the weirdest of ways. I'm his Uncle Sean, but I don't know anymore. Like, who am I to anyone but my husband and my son? Am I anything to anyone? I mean, I know I'm loved, and I know a lot of people. Not that I would consider family necessarily. Do I have one? Do I have one? I have a son and a husband. So I'm not an usherette. And I've kind of had it, I don't know what else. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can do. Too many cartwheels. Too many cartwheels to try and make things work. And it's like vapor. It's like I'm in a clothes dryer. Just, I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm not an usherette. What can I say? I'm a good guy. I care. I've devoted my life to service after I left the industry. I had some hard knocks. Made me kind of a nut. Pulled out of it after years. And I thought things would come full circle eventually, You always think that things, well, not always, but I did. Somehow I thought, someday, somehow, something's going to happen or not happen, or someone's going to be here or no longer here, and then all the pieces will come together. Well, they didn't, and they're not coming together, and I still feel like an usherette. I'm not somebody to be polite with. you know, you're all in, or you're a vapor watching a documentary, standing in your kitchen. And then I read a text after I saw this documentary, and it was from my nephew Daniel. And my nephew Daniel showed me the most beautiful poem that he had written about his own father, my brother, and my father, his grandfather, my brother's father. And I read this poem about love and family and lost opportunities, and especially that part really hit me. And I read this after I watched this documentary. So, times have changed. I'm too old, you know. I'm going to be 59 this year. I'm not 26 anymore. I'm not even 40. You know, I don't know. Do we all have to drop dead and for anyone to like not walk over us? I don't know anymore. I do not know. And this is way long. If I post it, it'll be a miracle, only because I am who I am. And when stuff hits me, I share. But I don't know about tonight. I saw that documentary. I felt like vapor, and put me in a different place. I think I understand now. I think I understand now. It's nothing. It's nowhere. It doesn't exist. It's vapor. I've just been pretending that it wasn't vapor, especially lately, recently. I really tried to. You're not an usherette, you know, you're not an usherette, and guess what? I am an usherette, and I'm not. So, anyway, I'm done. I don't know where that went. I don't know where this is ending up. My cat's hungry. I gotta go. Okay. So, love y'all. Bye.